Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
I'll take that. Yes. Hells yes. Oh, armed and dangerous. Oh, hell yes.
Hellcase.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, as we get into this second map of the day between GamerLegion and Nemiga Gaming. We're here on Overpass. My name's Squid, not Budget J, and it's 1-0 right now. Nemiga taking another opening pistol round, starting on CT side after that knife and pistol. And yeah, I think we're in for a bit of a shocker, a bit of a stonker here. A very close first map, going to double overtime, not being separated by one. It took two, and then GamerLegion seemed to convincingly close it out. However, here it's, well, these opening frags coming through. Robo's right behind. A lot of coverage on this A-bomb site, as he's able to find a pair of frags also. But GamerLegion still a player up before this bomb goes down. There come the aggressive nades as Hampus able to find a follow-up headshot. It's only Lollipop remaining, and it's another 1v3 for him. A lot of them in the first map didn't really go his way, didn't really turn in his favour. However, here, hasn't been able to find a kill just yet. He has got that kit attached to his waist, spots out the shadow, but it's, well, massive delays, and Rusty able to funnel him away from this A-bomb site, back to B, back to saving, wants to keep hold of this M4A4, and a great follow-up round for GamerLegion. You've got Nemiga here, who are the underdogs in this one. All of the betting odds were kind of against their favour, and now they're kind of up against the wrath of the stars, which is GamerLegion, a team who haven't had much international success, but online they've been doing rather well. They've been playing in a lot of these qualifiers for bigger tournaments, and of course a lot of the betting site, cups as well in these online stages, and they've been doing fairly decent. However, an unproven team on LAN. Let's see how they fare. Of course, in that first map, fairly decent. Their overtime performance was a little bit shaky. They had 3 opportunities to close it out, and Nemiga took it back, and then GamerLegion just shut them out from there on then. Able to take 4 in a row and just close everything out in its entirety. Box has been, thoroughly boxed into this corner. I think that they might have a little inkling that he's here. No, they don't spot him. He takes the initial headshot, but not the second. A good little opener there. However, GamerLegion able to shut him down. That's the big question, isn't it, Casca? Can Nemiga win? You'd like to think yes. However, after their performance on that first map, you've got to be a bit dismayed. They had a lot of opportunities to close it out. They had, of course, the overtime. They had before overtime when they were 15-14 up. They had a map point. And now they're forced onto Overpass, which, of course, is a very good map for GamerLegion. This is their pick after all, after winning the pick of Nemiga. However, I think that Mirage is a pretty good map for them as well. So I would say that this is a little bit up in the air still, but GamerLegion definitely favoured now that they've taken Nemiga's map pick. We'll see those odds flurry up, pop up every now and again, and we'll see how the bettors think that Nemiga's doing over on GG.bet. Thank you very much to them. But for the time being, Nemiga's going to try and hold on to what little they have. It's the rifle, the rest of the pistols towards this B-bomb site, scurrying back towards T-spawn, trying to hold on to their $7,000 or so worth of weaponry. It's never easy when you lose your map pick. You're always on the back foot going into the second map. And that's a lot of the pressure with having your map pick first. If you have your opponent's map pick first, yeah, you're very likely going to be 1-0 down. But if you have your map pick first, you lose it. Now it's an uphill battle. Losing the first map in a best of 3 is always an uphill battle. But I think you've got to take it one step at a time. One half at a time, one round at a time. And of course, one map at a time. You can't be looking forward. Oh, we've got to win Overpass, then we've got to win Inferno. You can't be looking at that. You've got to be thinking about the short game instead. Otherwise, you're going to be knocked down into that losers bracket, and that's definitely not where you want to be as well. You've just got to take it, again, as I said, one step at a time. Right over the top, Dennis. Never want to be challenging him with those headshots. Challenge taken. Accepted, 1. It's 2-1. As GamerLegion set their claws on the B-bomb site. They've got 2 aggressive players, and now the C4 stacked towards that side of the map. Nemiga not really going for the re-rotate back over, but with 1:10 left, it's all down to this one. Whether, well, JYO can find an aggressive initial shot. A lot of whiffing, a lot of missing there. One that he should have definitely have nailed with the support of the flashbang. Pop Robo. Oh, turns around. A 2 versus 3 as the bomb now stuck towards the B bomb site. No real opportunity to roll away as that smoke doesn't hit either. And they know exactly where Lollipop's playing from. A great headshot bags him a little bit of time, and Nork is now in a bit of a tricky situation. He's got to pull up a magic trick if he wants to win this round in the next 30 seconds. Needs to somehow get this bomb back, and the Deagle secures his fate. It's 2-2. AKs, double M4, a back and forth start. And a 2-2 scoreline. Remember that first map was back and forth all the way. GamerLegion, sometimes when the pressure's off, when they're not facing overtime situations and third maps, sometimes they take their foot off the gas a little bit. And that's what I'm scared to see here. I don't want to see that happen. They need to keep the pressure up and potentially close us out in 2 maps. I don't think that they want to go to Inferno, a more structured map. Well, Mirage is definitely a scrimmy map. Troubles me why it was Nemiga's pick. A big whiff there, and 2 players low for Nemiga's side. As JYO takes a tag of damage through the paper-thin walls of the B-bomb site also. And yeah, you're right. This is one of the maps that Nork can really come into his own. Somebody in the chat said, I'll try and find your name. Don't know where your name is. Oh, it's LeBron James 69. Thanks very much. Of course, Nork, that passive warping style where, yeah, you can get aggressive for that opening pick, but then you can fall back and back. Lollipop actually taken away by the Molotov there. That boost really not working out. And the AWP missing, Robo's gone. And the B-bomb site owned by the GamerLegion side. Should be a very easy round, as Box doesn't seem to be going for this one. He's over towards Long, trying to save the AK-47. No opportunity to pick up an AWP here. That was stuck on the B-bomb site, and now it's, well, tumbled over the map. Thrown away. Krampus getting rid of these rifles one by one. Also getting rid of his presence on the B-bomb site. Doesn't want to get caught up in that explosion. The potential here is to keep 4 rifles alive. And that is obviously great for the economy. Builds up a little bank. Means that you've got that excess cash going into the next couple of rounds. Means that when you lose one, you're not forced to go for the eco. Especially if you've been winning. That loss bonus goes down and down and down. But when you're jousting rounds like this, when you're giving and taking, your loss bonus is always going to be very low. Remember, it doesn't reset like before. It just goes down by 1 when you lose 1 and up by 1 when you win 1. But it's 3-2. And now it's Nemiga's job to really try and shut this one down. It's not going to be the best of buys. I have 3 pistols here. Deagles, in fact. Where is Scream? Scream is not here. I don't exactly know where Scream is. You want to know the honest answer? I don't know if he isn't playing with the GamerLegion side anymore. Remember that GamerLegion have picked up Michael as of late, and they've been playing with a lot of different players. He's playing FPL right now. Maybe around this corner instantly gets picked away. And GamerLegion do seem a lot more confident here. And Nemiga, likewise, seem less confident. Right there, Robo, he didn't have any support. You always need the second man on those angles, even if you've just got the Deagles. You want to be trying to pincer GamerLegion into a bit of a bear trap where as soon as they take that opening frag, they're ready to snap. And try and find 1 or 2 of those kills right off the bat, but not happening here in the 6th, and GamerLegion off to a solid start. HS, another one of those players who have had tenures with these scrimmy teams and left. It does seem to be a bit of a hat-trick team, like Kingwin back in the day, when they were rolling around the CS scene, picking up Polish players and then picking up that more international lineup before kind of receding out of the scene in its entirety. Who am I? I'm Squid. Hey, how are you doing? My Twitch is eating a squid because it's so old. My Twitch is so old that I didn't realise that was a bad name at the time. That's how young I was. And now I realise, of course, terrible name. Just go with Squid. That's a great name, right, guys? So, start of the 7th. Double AK-47 for the Nemiga side. A little bit of a save up from the previous, from the prior. Actually has this quite aggressive angle over. It's not the full headshot boost. So you're not going to get a player like Dennis just swinging in and taking his face clean off, which we commonly see at this level. The T side, very often spotting out that boost. It's one of the go-to checks on towards that B-bomb site, which will be GamerLegion's final approach. That's where they set their target. And with a minute remaining and the Deagle just peppering through the sides, remember those wooden planks, those panels are paper thin, they can be sprayed straight through. And with that smoke down, that's going to mean an extra second or 2 for GamerLegion to check barrels. However, Hamper's right up behind, JYO taken away, and Box in the back line gets eliminated by the AWP. It's another shutdown for GamerLegion as they secure 5. Molly right over the top. 1 minute 40. Of course, the start of this 8th round. And Lollipop, he's going straight on through. Assisted by a flashbang, however. Yeah, you're not going to flash all 5 of them. Everybody from GamerLegion just waiting for his presence. And he gets taken straight down. Even if that had been the most perfect flash in the world, you're only ever good for 1 or 2 in that scenario. You're trying to find an isolated player towards that B-bomb site. However, GamerLegion, they've been going here pretty much every round, with the exception of, I think, one of the first 2, where they volleyed towards the A-bomb site and it didn't work out. And now, well, it seems to be less of B and more towards barrels in A. It's Hampers to find another frag. Nemiga really aren't making this one work. GamerLegion just trailing straight on through, and where the first map looked really close, this seems to be a very one-sided start. towards the B bomb site once again. JYO stuck in the Molotov. Just burns alive right there as Freddy finds another. And Box, he should just fall back here. There's no way that he's going to even be able to save this AWP. Hampus is right in the back lines. He's going to be a real nuisance. Box needs to find the shot very quick. Oh, it's a no-scope. What a headshot. He's able to escape. And I don't think anybody from GamerLegion is going to be able to remove this AWP from the server. They now know he's saving. However, well, a headshot like that, it's a $5,000 headshot, I must say. And he might still not be able to save as Dennis with bags of time has taken this corner and he is watching this one very attentively. They do not know it, but they actually have each other's angles nailed down. He must know where Dennis is. Look, he spots him. There's the secondary shot. And that all, don't know how he managed it, but will be saved. I know that we talk about pixel peaks in CS and only spotting a pixel, but that was only a pixel. And here comes that beautiful headshot once again. Look at that! Taken clean off. And the second shot as well, he only literally saw a pixel. I'm watching the observer screen and I couldn't see it. I was like, huh? Where's Dennis? And Peekaboo gets the shot. Nicely done. 2-6. GamerLegion still lead. Remember, they still took that round despite a nice bit of flashy AWPing from Box. Headshot needed. But not granted. Not gifted. It's 1 minute 25 here in the 9th. And with just pistols, with the exception of that previous saved AWP, that might just be the difference maker here. It's playing towards that B bomb site. He's not getting too aggressive with it, which is, to be honest, what I would like to see. I'd like to see a more aggro play towards the A bomb site, trying to find an opening pickup or two. He might even be just trying to save it. Remember, their money is null and void at this point. They've pretty much got nothing in the bank. The 2,000 loss bonus saved from prior this round. A couple of bits of Kevlar picked up, but there's the opener towards the A bomb site. The AWP is stacked towards this side of the map, but GamerLegion certainly aren't. They're going towards B. And there's the C4 going down. Lollipop, as he takes this angle, instantly executed. Head clean off. And Box has to escape once again. GamerLegion, they're already... oh, they're right up towards him. He's unable to save this time. Robo's close. He has got the Krieg. There is the first man, but now they know exactly where he's playing from. And there's Nork on the angle. We did preface this map by saying that he's very good with that AWP, especially on Overpass. That's exactly why. Those sort of passive shots, knowing where the cross is coming through. And into round number 10, virtually unscathed. What is this communist star? I don't know. I didn't realise that this map was set anywhere. Oh, I thought this map was in Germany. Maybe it's Berlin? Yeah, maybe it's Berlin in the like the 40s or 60s. I'm not sure though. Someone's got to tell me what year this map is set in and where it is. Because I'm pretty sure that Overpass is Germany. But, you know, Squid doesn't know anything. So it could very easily be wrong, Nork. Another opening pickup. You'd usually see him utilising that AWP more effectively on the CT side, but here he's having good impact as T. Hutchie, likewise. Right behind, though. Dennis, unable to rack up a pair. It's Nork instead who puts together another one. Robo's there just in time. Evades, well, doesn't quite evade the nade, but evades death, the nade. Doing pretty much max damage. It's 3-7, and GamerLegion before they know it, this lead can very easily evaporate. They've got to get more rounds on the board if they want a confident half. Remember, this is their map pick. So it's Berlin because of the TV tower, but the more important question is, what year is it? Because I didn't notice a communist star. Are you talking about the Star Ladder thing? I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he's talking about the Star Ladder star, which is a very beautiful star, I will say. I think I got baited. I think I got baited by Twitch chat again. I will say, because I do read the Twitch chat during my cast, I have been baited into saying pretty horrendous things. But years ago. I will say that. And it's usually when somebody gets you to read something out. Or, oh, please read this out for my cousin. Whatever, and it ends up being really rude. Yeah, I've been baited into those. I'm that idiot who turns up on Twitch fails. Yeah, luckily I've never said anything crazy on stream, apart from some of the crazy stuff that I say every game. Like Badonga. 35 seconds on the board, and it seems to be a B approach once again. It's only Hutchie over here. A nice round earlier in the 10th, but he's got to do a little bit more here, and getting spotted out early. That nade doesn't really connect. Onto Nork it does, but he's actually changed up his angle, and he will prevent that bomb from going down. Oh, and the second as well. Dennis finally finds a bit of success, but with 6 HP left, he needs a lightning fast headshot, and with 10 seconds left, JYO so close. Dennis cannot know that this one's coming. Doesn't even manage to get the C4 down. JYO's right on top of things, quite literally. That is another one for Nemiga. Number 4. So 4 rounds left of this half. And we've got triple M4A4. There's a single AWP. Very different to Nemiga's overtime setup. Of course, they've got a lot less cash here. However, if they lose this round, they're going to have, well, almost nothing. They have a little bit of loss bonus built up. But apart from that, it's going to be, well, 2,000, 2,400 each. Not a lot of cash to rely on. And yeah, I will say that that play towards the B bomb site for GamerLegion was not very sturdy. Very gappy, lots of holes. And with 1 minute 10 on the board, it is towards this A bomb site for the European mix squad. The Swedes. Down long. Smoke place. They're able to get very close. There's a lot of visual towards the A bomb site, and as the nades just come raining in, it's going to cut off a lot of visual for JYO, and he might even walk right into this Molotov. That's why he's staying within the smoke, because he doesn't actually know exactly where the Molotov is, and does swing out. Good defense. Nemiga, they weren't exactly on the bomb site, but Nork gets instantly taken away. Hutchie was more than ready, and Nemiga with 5. Here comes a replay. There's this spray down just turning around box. Able to find a nice little double there. Minute 35. There's the spray right through, doesn't connect. GamerLegion were finding, well, lots of openings earlier on in the matchup, but for now, it hasn't been so decisive. A minute on the clock. And Hampus is able to just sneak in. Nobody watching those angles, and Hutchie by Barrels, yeah, might be able to get the refrag, but that's just not good enough. You've got nobody watching that main entrance towards the B bomb site. It's rife to find those opening frags, and against Eagles, you don't want to be giving away any opportunity, closing down those same opportunities towards the A bomb site. Deagle doesn't connect, and that's a clean round. Despite a couple of earlier jitters, Nemiga up onto 6, and this is starting to amount to a decent CT side. I'm happy. Yeah, sometimes you can see quite catastrophic errors in the CT side of Overpass, either overextending or underextending. We saw a little bit of underextending in that previous round on that B-bomb site, not covering that main barrel's position towards the opening, towards the B-bomb site. Allows somebody to get right on through, and Hutchie goes straight down once again. That primarily puts a lot of pressure on Lollipop, who hasn't got a second man to support or retort on the B-bomb site. Has just called for backup. However, right on over, he peeks right into the firing line and leaves it right now down to JYO. Minute left. So those footsteps from Nork have been heard. That pretty much allows them to know that it might probably be the B-bomb site. But they haven't gone for any rotate to counter this. Robo, yeah, finally getting the Orc straight down, but Hampus around that corner leaves it all down to the AWP, and that initial flash is going to stop him from going for any aggressive pick, box from behind. They know exactly where he is. The element of surprise is gone, and GamerLegion will take 8 here. So his big aim, the big grand plan is to try and save, well, this AK-47 now, but I don't think he's going to be able to do that. Hampus is coming right around the corner there. Even transfers over to the headshot. A couple of style points there for it not being just a little bullet in the toe to take him away. But yeah, 6-8. This is a good start for GamerLegion. They did let it slip a little bit towards the midpoint of this T side. However, coming towards the end of the half, they could finish it on 8 or 9. However, every half that we've seen so far has been, well, 7-8. We had a pair of 7-8 halves in the first map. So seeing that again wouldn't exactly take me by surprise. Let's see if GamerLegion have it in the locker. Oh, look at that nade stack. Straight over the top. You saw them just negotiate it. 3, 2, 1. They flung them off. And, well, that's, 70 damage towards box. And then, of course, JYO taken straight out. This should be a 9th round for GamerLegion. They've been saving that strat for leap years. You could see all through that half, they could have utilised it. However, they waited until the 15th and final round, much like Nork's AWP play towards mid. Over on Mirage, throwing down that Molotov, getting a nice opening kill. And that pretty much guarantees them the round, or gives them a very high chance of winning the round at that point. There's one of the AWPs spotted, and they might as well go for the full rotation here. Everybody towards long, and GamerLegion probably about to take number 9. Nighty night to an even half. It's been GamerLegion just stonking it through and playing sensational Counter-Strike. And that's even despite Nemiga taking the pistol. So this has actually been quite a one-sided half when you really reflect on it. And Lollipop's got a massive task. But it's expected, it's spotted, it's 6-9, GamerLegion leads. And that's them being one map up. An additional lead from the Swedish boys. Should we see that again? Right over the top. Look at that nade stat. Beautiful observing as well to just catch that perfectly. You know exactly what was going on right there. Move towards the B-bomb site. It is. Well, Nemiga trying to take their second pistol round of the map. And I think their fourth pistol round of the series, I think... Oh, no. Dennis pretty much single-handedly won that second pistol round on Mirage. So I think... yeah, they're leading 2-1 in pistols here in this series. And, well, getting onto that B-bomb site, but Rusty hasn't been taken away just yet. Finally gets headshot in Hampus. He snuck in behind. This bomb, it should be refused as soon as it tries to go down. Hampus will have just a beautiful angle. Freddy finding one. He's able to tap away the final player. Roby down to 5 HP. He's going to need stunning headshots to finish it off. It's not going to happen. Double digits, a 10th round for GamerLegion. Great round from them. And this was a nice little play over by Pitt. Hampus, yeah, doing a very good amount of damage. And actually, what you didn't really catch on that replay there was sneaking into that smoke. I think that was maybe one of the pivotal plays of the round. Despite hitting the headshots, that's what you practice every day. That decision-making was really on point. Sneaking into that smoke, staying right behind Nemiga. And you could see, in the last players, Nemiga knew that he was there, but didn't exactly know how to deal with it. They had no idea, is he by barrels? Is he down by water? Has he snuck out of the site completely? They had no idea. And just keeping stealthy, under the radar, not detected, means that he can find those easy follow-up frags. And now the MP9 doesn't really go huge. Gets 2 frags, a lot of damage onto box, and now it's time for that secondary MP9. Dennis looking to mow his way through close quarters, and he finds all 3. Lots of cash in his pocket, and 11th round. GamerLegion, they're 5 away from the finish line. And Nemiga, they're a measly 10 away. That is, well, quite a big number. 10 rounds on your T side of Overpass. And that's considering you've not got a whole half to play with. You've already lost the pistol and follow-ups. A minute 45. Here in round number 18, it's straight out connector. Going to be an aggressive push onto the B-bomb site. Full flash. That's exactly how the play is intended. And they know that there's a second man there. It is just an MP9 though, and Dennis finally gets his paws on the AWP. So he's going to be a big threat from behind. Nemiga know it's coming through, and Freddy there with a double spray down. Bomb rejected. And they're not going to be able to get into this, well, bomb site to plant exactly, unless, well, Box holds it down single-handedly. JYO seems to have other ideas. Dennis might be able to catch him on the cross. He picked up that AWP earlier, and he is in prime position for this one. Spots him, does hit a nice tag. There's a secondary tag as well. 90 damage, a little bit of bonus damage there. And, well, now he's got to try and slip his way through, but with the bomb down, makes this AWP a lot tougher to deal with. He's, of course, only got this sniper rifle, the MP9 from behind. And with Box, well, tucked away in the corner, a nice 1-2 combination. And it's Dennis versus 2. Almost a tertiary tag as he gets the deagle out and sprays another one away. Knows exactly where Box is playing from. Spots out the shadow. 4 bullets in the barrel. Oh, he finds it. I don't think there's enough time. He has to back away. But, again, style points for Dennis. 7 rounds for Nemiga. A crucial one here towards the latter portion of Overpass. But Dennis, a big statement there on the B-bomb site, showing why he's not to be meddled with. I do think if he had the kit, if we did have kits there, oh, look at that, the Observer. He must have heard what I was talking about. I was talking about Germany, and there's our proof right there. So, I think you just made our 2,000 viewers very happy. I like it. 1 minute 35 on the board. And Rusty chucks that smoke straight down. Freddy Frog, good for 1. There's a follow-up headshot as well, but they're not counting for naught here. 3 fast frags. Doesn't exactly know where JYO is. He's not exactly a million miles away, but he's right behind on his tail. Cat and mouse, 1 minute 15. A lot of time to play with, but not really a lot of players to play with. He's looking for round number 8, and he's locked outside of this bomb site. They are going to go for the peek straight in, and Nork, he's good for all 4. 12 rounds for them, and GamerLegion getting so close to the end of this game. Yeah, look at this spray down here. Oh, that's from Lollipop straight through the smoke. I was expecting the uno, dos, tres from Mr. Norky Note, but 12 there, some more little German lettering. As we go live into round number 20. Look at those odds. They're very one-sided. You're not really, well, you're not making any money at all betting on GamerLegion right now. But betting on Nemiga, you might just win the lottery. It's, well, Dennis to find a couple of pickups. He was known as an AWPer in his heyday. Well, not quite an AWPer, but more of a jack of all trades. And not exactly a master of none. It's likely going to be 13 here for GamerLegion as a cheeky bomb plan denied. 6 is the difference. Minute 45. Of course, the start of round number 21. 4 lots of AK-47s in the Krieg onto JYO. Nork playing a lot more aggressive now. You can tell that he's getting more confident. There's the flash straight inside, and it does blind them up. Hutchie, I don't know if he was fully blind there or just got a little bit lucky. Maybe just spotted the shots. You can't be allowing Nork to get that close either. They didn't have anybody spotting from Monster on the other side. Usually spotting out the feet if anybody stood next to door or in front of the barrels or in front of the rails. A minute remains and it is towards the A-bomb site. But Hampus, he has this one on lockdown. And there's the back spotted of Robo. Just not anticipating somebody getting that aggressive there. And GamerLegion's playing a very agile defense, where they're stretching up, spotting out players in the back. 45 seconds remaining, and they're even looking to take another bite out of the apple. Dennis, one and done. He's backed off. But he's allowed Hampus to stay in this aggressive position, and they're going to sweep right past. They're not going to call it, so Hampus doesn't exactly know that they've swept and crept through. And spawning out a second player. Hampus is good for both of them. Nemiga seems to have gone to sleep at the closing of this best of 3. As GamerLegion might be about to take this within 2-0. Eating waffles in Belgium? Sounds good. Can I get in on that? Das Kaninchen means the rabbit in German. Funnily enough, I did live in Germany. Didn't learn that from my tenure in Germany. Did learn it from German at school. Das Kaninchen. Or if you're really German, I think you'd be shouting it. And there is the pink elephant that haunts me. Look at these beautiful little cinematic reels. Thanks very much to Starladder over in the Ukraine for providing us with those little beautiful camera flights right there. Always on top of things. Well, there's the Molotov of the year right there. And it is straight to the B bomb site. Let's see if GamerLegion can shut this one down. Dennis is in a very nasty position once again. And GamerLegion's defense has seemed impenetrable once again. Not even a single frag. Lollipop. It would only be a consolation prize, and it is map match series point for GamerLegion. 7-15. They need 8 in a row. Eating a squid. The music played on this map is from 2005 or something? Just saying. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Smoke placed. GamerLegion doing pretty damn good. It's been a convincing series altogether. A couple of quandaries on Mirage. But Rusty, he has certainly been anything but today as he wraps up 2. Robo and JYO do salvage the B-bomb site. But with 1 minute 20 on the clock, and GamerLegion very, very close to this one. There's the Molotov down to prevent that C4 from dropping, and Nork is right in behind. Another spray down. It's JYO versus a pair of players as it needs to salvage a 1 versus 3 and doesn't want to use the AWP to do it. Of course, that rifler drops down a smoke. He doesn't really seem to have a game plan here. He's kind of just waiting for one of GamerLegion to get too aggressive, but you can see they're playing with patience. There's no reason to close in. They might even gift him a free bomb plant. They don't even know if it's the B bomb site, but yeah, he's still sat there. Hampus now knows it. Dennis picks up the AK-47 in from behind. A 1v2 to close this game out. And this is GamerLegion's bread and butter. These little team play scenarios. JYO under pressure. Remember that he's destined for the lower bracket if he loses this one. Doesn't quite catch Dennis around the corner. There's a beautiful headshot, but gets caught out by the second. That's game, set, and match. It's GamerLegion going through, surviving in this upper bracket. Nemiga, not quite. They go down to the lower after a convincing overpass. Look at those stats. There's the headshots. Freddy for 88%. Nice. Nicely done. But not enough to close out that map. Not enough whatsoever. So, of course, we go back to the closing screen where I say goodbye. Of course, we've had a pretty decent best of 3 here. GamerLegion, of course, fighting tooth and nail in that first map. Of course, going to double overtime there. Nemiga not able to close it out despite having a map point. And then Overpass, it was GamerLegion's pick. and they were just a little too good today. So Nemiga going down to that lower bracket, GamerLegion to the upper bracket. But that leaves me, all I have to say is thank you very much. We've had a very lively Twitch chat here today, a couple of thousand people tuning in. So thank you very much. It makes my life and job a lot easier. If you loved it, make sure to pop a little comment in the chat as well. I'll be reading them whilst we play you out with a quick ad. We'll see you very shortly for more StarSeries iLeague.